Congratulations, Roadkill, coming in first in the last video. Silver is on an absolute tear the last 3 months, breaking above $92 an ounce. This is the time to trade the gold to silver ratio, in my opinion. At the time of recording, Kitco spot prices are gold $4,635.50, silver $92.23, platinum $2,396, palladium $1,852, and copper at $6.07. Yeah, you heard me right. I have been absolutely trading the gold to silver ratio. I started actually when silver was around $70 per ounce. And my plan was essentially to trade my more undesirable or generic silver for gold as the GSR shrunk. So when the GSR was around 70 to 1 and 65 to 1, I had been selling or trading silver for gold, and I have continued that. So what I've recently been selling is actually these 90% quarters. Every $1 face value is pretty valuable these days. It's above $60 per dollar face value. And I sell this stuff because this isn't part of my stacking strategy and this isn't part of my $50 goal. And I've been buying essentially this stuff right here. So here's another 1/10 gold coin. This is part of the Scottsdale Mint Commander series. And this is the Caesar coin. Give you a better look at this coin here. Beautiful coin. And I actually got this for barely above spot at the time of purchase because they were running a sale. I have also picked up some fractional silver, my first half-ounce piece of silver here. And I do think that if silver stabilizes in these ranges at $90+ $100, $120 an ounce, that we will start to see more and more half-ounce pieces of silver being produced, and even probably 1/10 ounces and grams. I also picked up a bunch of 1 gram silver, primarily to use as kind of just fun little giveaways and things. But I am curious to see how much fractional silver continues to take off with these new elevated prices. But yeah, my plan is still the same. Every $5 or so that silver goes up, I do plan to sell about 5 ounces worth of silver, and then I will take that money and I will continue to purchase fractional gold with the difference. And I've picked up most recently I've been picking up 2 pesos and 2 y medio pesos, gold coins, and occasionally I'll find a $2.50 gold coin. And I'm just cycling it in and out through that way. Now, why would I be exiting my silver position and moving into gold, you might ask, when silver is on such a run up? Well, that's a great question. And I want to show you some charts and explain sort of why I am doing what I'm doing with these precious metals, even though it may or may not be right for you. Again, I want to just be transparent with what I'm doing and the reasoning behind it. So let's take a look real quick at the 3-month chart for silver. As we said, we are currently at $92 an ounce on Kitco bid pricing. Now, 3 months ago, we were just barely above $47, okay? So 47 times 2 is $94, which means that in just a mere 3 months, we have almost gone up 100% on silver. That is a very, very fast pace. That's a fast pace for any commodity or any asset that you might be investing your money in. Now, that's great. However, I don't know about you, but I did not get into gold and silver as speculative trading plays. I actually got into gold and silver as a safe haven asset to protect my wealth and to get money out of the banking system so that it would be secure and I wouldn't have to worry about it being inflated away. So my goals were very simple. I wanted gold and silver to act as slow rising assets to keep up or barely surpass the rate of inflation. I have other accounts that I use for trading for different stocks and crypto that I would like to see those go up at a fast pace. And I'm not complaining, just to be clear, I'm not complaining about the current price of silver. It has performed very, very well. However, let's take a look at gold, and you might understand why I'm transferring into gold. If I look at the gold 3-month chart, we were just around $4,000 3 months ago, and now we're at $4,600, which is roughly a 15% gain. Now that, to me, is much more calm, relaxed, less volatility, less stress on what I want my money to be doing. Because just as fast as silver can go up, whether you want to think this or not, is just as fast as silver can go down. So I am primarily transferring my silver into gold, especially the junk silver and things that I have no real attachment to or that has no real extra premium. I'm trading this stuff for gold because in the event that we do have a downtrend, or in the event that silver might possibly come crashing down at the same rate of speed at which it went up, well, then I will have more time to react and to make decisions on what's best for me and my wealth if I have more of a proportion of my money in something that is a little bit slower moving. Now, this isn't guaranteed, obviously. For all we know, both silver and gold could double from here. For all we know, silver and gold could fall 50 to 70% in 3 days, in which time none of us would really have a chance to react. But I am just doing, based on my own observation and my own expectation, my own analysis, what I believe is the best thing to do. And I'm now transitioning more and more of my percentage of my stack from silver to gold, trying to sort of lock in those run-up gains. And I will continue to, quote unquote, dollar cost average my sell price or my trade price as we keep going. If we look at the gold to silver ratio, we are also at really the lowest points we've been at in quite a while. Now, we could go back to, say, 2011, and we could see some in the 30s, I believe, but, and we're probably going to get there. At this rate, I am become a believer, that I've become a believer that this gold to silver ratio is going to continue to truncate, which obviously is counterintuitive to what I said I'm doing with my silver. But again, I'm not in silver and gold for speculative gains. I'm not looking to sell a bunch of it. I'm not looking to take profits on it. I really just want safe haven assets. And that's the driving factor for what I'm doing with this percentage of my total asset, my total net worth. Metals are my safe haven, calm, relaxing thing. And they just haven't been acting that in the last 2 years. It's even getting harder to purchase because it just doesn't seem worth it half the time, because it's just so expensive to pick up anything of real consequence. Even copper. If we just sit here and look at copper's 3-month chart, it's kind of funny that copper was, let's just call it $5, a little bit under $5, and now it's $6. Well, that's a 20% gain in copper. Copper is actually outpacing the rate of change of gold, which I find that to be quite fascinating. I don't know about you as well, but I've got some copper. I don't have anything substantial in copper, but it's one of those things where I've got like 40-50 pounds, and if someday copper becomes the new silver and silver becomes the new gold and gold becomes the new, I don't know, unobtainium, well, I'm poised to take advantage of that as well. Anyway, I just thought I would share this sort of synopsis of what I've been doing. Also, if you're out there, if you're one of the people that has coordinated with me about swag packs of the stickers and the poker chips, I have set up little envelopes like this, and I've got these envelopes being mailed out. I sent out a pretty good batch of them today. I will work on some more that I talked to some people today that were interested as well, and I will get those all sent out as soon as possible. I had to order about 300 more stamps to make sure I could do all this for what I've got my plans to do for everybody. But anyway, I just wanted to tell you what I'm doing, what I'm seeing. I'm a little bit uncomfortable with the rate of change for gold. I'm a little uncomfortable for the rate of change of silver these days, and I'm just doing the best I can to protect myself and my wealth. And I hope that you do what's right for you and your investment strategies based on your own personal goals and the goals of you and your family. Anyway, that's all I've got again today. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys watching. God bless, and I'll see you guys on the next video.